Hey everybody, Daniel here. Hope you're doing good. Welcome to our new series entitled Apologetics 101. We're going to be dealing with, is there evidence for the Christian faith? Is there evidence for the Christian faith? And today we're dealing with the question, does God exist? The statement by Richard Dawkins says this: belief in God is not only a delusion, but a pernicious one. And so we're asking ourselves, is there evidence for God, or is it just a delusion? Is there evidence for God, or is it just a delusion? So we're looking at these next couple weeks, one argument per week for evidence for God's existence. The first one today we're dealing with is called the cosmological argument. It's laid out like this. It says this: whatever began to exist has a cause. The universe began to exist, therefore the universe has a cause. So the first statement, whatever began to exist has a cause, is basically stating something cannot come out of nothing. All right, let me give you a simple example. A table cannot come out of nothing. Something caused that table to exist. So whatever began to exist, something caused that thing to begin to exist. The second thing it states is the universe began to exist. The universe began to exist. People before used to believe the universe was eternal, but through the development of science and philosophy, it's shown this is not actually true. Science and philosophy point to the reality that the universe has a beginning. Let me just give you one example. The expansion of the universe, or the expansion of the universe. In 1916, Albert Einstein observed that the universe was not eternally old and unchanging, and more people from him a few years later started developing and seeing that the universe actually has a history. And in 1929, Edward Hubble observed this, the reality that the galaxies were moving away from each other. So picture a balloon with a bunch of dots on it. You blow up the balloon, what do the dots do? They expand away from each other. And this is what the evidence was showing, that things were expanding away from each other. What does that show? That shows that the universe has a beginning point, that everything came into existence, and then it's expanding. It's expanding. All right? And so it's showing that it's not eternal. It's not eternal, but it has come into existence. All right, so now we got to ask the question. So we see that the universe began to exist. Now we're going to ask, what caused the universe to exist? And there's really two explanations people give. All right, the first one is it caused itself. It caused itself. But stating something caused itself is really kind of an absurd answer. All right, it's again stating like the table caused itself to exist. That doesn't make a lot of sense. All right, something does not cause itself. A table does not cause itself. Always something else outside of whatever that is caused it. Someone made the table. All right, so the statement that nothing created everything is a non-answer. The universe is here, and our experience and observation is that things don't create themselves. All right, so we see that it caused itself. It's not really an answer. So the next answer is something or someone caused it. Something or someone caused it. And so just how we observe in life, and even with the table, something else caused that. So we're going to be looking at the universe. We're asking, okay, something else caused that. What is that? Well, what we know caused this universe had to be something that was spaceless, something that was timeless, something that was not part of the universe, just in the same way that the table, something else had to create the table. So in the same way, whatever created the universe couldn't be the universe. All right? And William Lord Craig states this: the universe was brought into existence by something which is greater than and beyond itself. So whatever that something or someone that caused the universe to come into being has to be uncaused, personal, timeless, spaceless, very powerful, non-material, and by definition, what people call God. So the evidence that we see for the universe's existence points to the reality of God being real. All right, we'll deal with another argument for the existence of God next week, and I hope to see you then.